So obviously we come to this past spring, the 2020 season, which unfortunately got cut short. The COVID stuff, we all know, which sucked. Because I remember literally where I was when I found out it was going into that Tennessee series, and you're like 2 or 3 days away from the start of SEC ball, and then it gets taken away from all of us, which again, I only imagined how you guys felt. I mean, I know how I felt, but I was thinking about the players and stuff, whatever. But going into that 2020 season, again, you were once again a really big part of that staff. And I know you guys had a re-energized sense of wanting to get after it, just kind of proved that 2019 was a fluke. And I really thought, I mean, again, I know there were some ups and downs early. The Clemson series was a really hard fought one, just didn't go your way. But I really thought you guys going into SEC ball were primed to go on, because I saw some good pieces, definitely on the hitting side of things, but pitching for sure. We all feel like Carmen was going to get it really going, and I would have loved to seen him go through a full SEC season. And then, what Farr and Jordan did, I think them coming back this upcoming season's huge. Like, I think they're two really, really good pieces. But just talk about, again, we'll talk first, just the season, how you felt coming in for yourself personally, for the team. Obviously, it gets cut short, but I don't know. I felt pretty good about this team coming in, honestly. I thought there was a lot of good pieces.
I did too. I think this team, or last year's team, was going to do really good, especially with Carmen and BJ and Farr on the weekends. I mean, Carey started out on the weekends, but either one is going to do great. Our starters were going so deep that first probably 2 weeks that none of the bullpen guys were getting innings.
Yeah.
Like, they go to 6, 7, 8 innings. I remember Carmen going like 8 innings against somebody. And then I think Danny came in and shut it out. But literally, those guys, they were studs right at the beginning. I would have loved to see how SEC play would have worked out. We probably would have done pretty well, honestly. And then personally, I was in the bullpen. I was ready to go whenever needed. So,
and obviously, we talked about it a little bit earlier, obviously, but you developed a lot as a pitcher. What do you attribute most to, like, the velo jump? And again, you got bigger, stronger, mentally you got sharper. But like, is there anything specifically you'd say you attribute it to, or is it just overall just development while you were there?
I would say probably just development. I was never one to really make a huge jump in a short period of time. I think it would just be like the constant.
I think you got incrementally better as you were there.
Each year, like, I had some type
got a little
bit
better.
Yeah. And then this last year, it just kind of all came together. But I don't know. I was definitely putting up my best numbers probably this year, and I was ready to go. Like, I felt good. Everything was feeling really good coming off spring scrimmages. And just, I would have loved to see how this year played out for everybody. Like, it would have been great, I think.
And then getting it taken away. I mean, I'm sure there's no words that can describe like how much that sucked. Obviously, I mean, again, it's something unprecedented nobody's ever dealt with. But like I said, I remember when it happened. I just felt so much for the guys in that locker room. Like, as far as guys that may never play another college game. You know what I mean? And like, obviously, I mean, you got signed by the Brewers, and you're doing that now. But just, I mean, I guess, what was it like? I mean, what can you really say? Like, I mean, what you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had to deal with it.
I know. I just remember that meeting we had in March, like literally 2 days before we were supposed to face Garrett Crochet, who throws 102 for the White Sox.
Literally the big leagues.
I just remember Kingston saying, we all have to go through this right now. We're going to try to stay positive. Unfortunately, our season might be shut down. We don't really know right now. So just kind of having that unknown for the next literally month. We thought it wasn't going to be that long, but I guess just making that initial adjustment, like, oh, this, like, that past weekend was like my last game as a Gamecock. Like, that didn't really sink in until like 2 or 3 months after everything shut down. So, like, just that being taken away, it was tough, but we all stuck together through it. Like, we all helped each other out. Like, we were all there for each other, but it was just really tough for everyone. So